Hey, it's Chad Shepard at Pete's RV TV today. Exciting day. We're going to look at the brand new Passport Ultralight Elite. Keystone has given us an early release of these trailers so we can tell you guys all about them here. We're waiting for my partner in crime here, Randy Murray. A lot of you know him. He's kind of the rock star of the group here, but I haven't seen him lately. But we'll catch up to him. And hey, nice car. Hey, Randy.
Hey, am I late?
About time you get here.
All right.
What the heck's going on, man?
Looking at the Elite today?
Yeah, we're looking at the Elite today.
Great unit.
Yeah, for all of you know, this is Randy Murray, the guy telling you the rock star of the video here. Randy, I'm telling these folks here, the Passport Elite, we'll get to it on the inside here, is a ultra lightweight trailer that you don't have to have a rock star budget for here.
Absolutely, and with a lot of great amenities inside and outside of this guy as well.
So why don't you say we'll head in, we'll show these folks what the Passport Elite has to offer, and then we'll take a quick spin around the outside afterwards.
Absolutely, I love to do it.
Alrighty. Well, Randy, as we said outside, you know, you don't have to be a rock star to afford the Passport Elite here. You've been in a lot of videos, and you know you're very, very popular on YouTube, and we've seen this Passport Elite. It just came into the dealership. A lot of people have been asking about it. There's not even pictures of every floor plan out yet. Keystone's been feeding Pete's RV this information as their central hub here. Tell us a little bit, where does the Passport fit into the Keystone chain, I guess the Keystone food chain?
First of all, the Passport is one of my personal favorite lightweights that we carry here at the dealership, and one of the best-selling Keystone lightweights that are out there. Just some of the things they do when they build the Passport that keeps the quality at a good build and gives us that lightweight stuff, so we don't need a huge truck to pull this guy. Or the Elite has just taken it to that next level where they've done some things, they've changed some of the interior amenities and things like that. So some of the lightweight Passports, as we get a little older, we like to have a couple more bells and whistles per se, and that's what the Elite brings to the table in that lightweight quality build unit from Keystone. You
know, the Passport is Keystone's #1 selling ultralight here. We've known it for many years. They have the Bullet too, which is a direct competitor made by Keystone. The Passport Elite is taking the Passport, not adding any weight. We're just upgrading some of the interior features
Absolutely.
on it. So we'll just touch upon, you know, the Passport itself is built with aluminum studding in the sidewall for people who don't know this. We got the aluminum studding in the sidewall, block foam.
Yep.
This is a 31-foot trailer, double slides, still very, very lightweight, half-ton, full-size SUV.
Absolutely, absolutely. I just really love to see it. Again, back to what you just mentioned, they didn't take any of that quality build for the lightweight trailers, and there is not great way to build lightweights, and there is good ways to build the lightweights. Passport being on the good end of that side, building a quality lightweight, but by adding those some of the new amenities inside, we've just got a great trailer at a great weight.
So if you guys have seen our Passport video or before, we'll just touch upon maybe what makes the Passport Elite different than the Passport. Randy, why don't you pick out a couple things in here? The first thing I noticed is the solid surface countertops.
That solid surface countertop is one of the first things that I noticed too when I went into the Elite product. Just a great look. Undermount sink just gives us in that next step of quality. Not going to see that laminated countertop. This is a one piece, very easy to keep clean, and gives us a very much a high-end residential feel in this guy.
Yep. New spout here, even pulls out like a household. New spout,
pull out, the same stuff you're going to be seeing on those more expensive Montanas and things like that. That's where we're accustomed to seeing this, but now we're seeing it in the Elite at this great weight. Stainless steel appliances, just stepping up a notch there and just giving us a little bit more quality, a little bit nicer amenities, and a great product.
So one of the other things besides the look itself, we notice, you know, it looks like we have wood flooring in this trailer. If you look down here, it looks like it's wood planking. It's actually vinyl flooring, right?
It is, but it just gives us that great feel, and with Keystone is great at this. The things that are coming new into the household market, when we're seeing appliances change and different decors inside, and it runs, you know, people change them up every year to keep things exciting. RV industry is doing the same way, so this is what's popular. This is what you're going to see in the Keystone stuff.
Freestanding table in an ultralight, that's fairly new as well.
It is. We're seeing that booth dinette or something like that. And this particular floor plan with the market this is going after, you know, they may not want to see that booth dinette, so we've definitely hit the mark.
Yep. Leather style furniture, I see it here on both sides. We got the leather hide-a-bed
sofa.
Ottoman, yep. And I was pulling this out the other day and I noticed
great storage in there as well, and that's just one of those things that the Elite is going to separate itself from the traditional Passport on.
So the Passport's going to have fabric cloth furniture in here. There won't be the
jackknife sofa over there.
Sofa.
Yep.
This makes into a big sofa.
Correct.
You get the triple cushion.
Absolutely.
Freestanding table.
Flush floor slides too, and a lot of the ultralights and the lightweights out there are not going to run a flush floor slide system, and a lot of people don't know that, and it goes overlooked when we're looking around the rest of the coach. The Passport is still running the flush floor slides in this, so that's something very important about the Passport brand that you won't see in a lot of the other lightweights out there.
And this is a cable-driven slide system?
This is a cable-driven slide system, yes, which pulls from 4 corners, so it gives us a great seal when we close this guy up and when we open it as well.
The big bonus of that, I mean, the slides have been out for a long time now. You know, they've had the rack and pinion with the big arms, and they came up with the cable-driven slide that we see in expensive motorhomes. Now we're finding those in ultralight trailers.
Because it saves us like 300 to 600 pounds per slide worth of just steel. So when we implement that cable-driven system, it allows us to have the flush floor, and it cuts down a lot of weight that we potentially could have, and keeps this guy at a nice weight to tow behind those half-ton vehicles.
Just quickly here, I noticed it's got the wood-style blinds instead of the cloth or the metal.
And that's something that you typically see in the lightweights out there. So that, again, one more thing that the Elite is just going to bring it to that next step up to give us some more creature comforts inside and give us a great look.
Surround sound through the ceiling.
Absolutely.
Central air conditioning.
Upgraded cabinetry from the regular Passports. Just a nice way to do it. You can see the new hardware there and the glass that they've added to these rather than just the paneling behind that we normally see in a lightweight. So I really like to see the Elite, and I really like to see the changes they've done, and I think this is going to be a great product for us.
I mean, one thing I noticed here, if this was a standard Passport floor plan, I'm guessing we wouldn't have all this cabinetry here. We'd probably just run this countertop across.
You're absolutely right. And again, that goes just to the price point and, you know, some of the weight things, but Passport really wanted to separate themselves with the Elite from the standard Passport. So not only are you looking at that great lightweight quality that the traditional Passport comes with, but we've got those great creature comforts in this guy as well.
Great. A couple other things I want to point out while we're in here from the video, and just, you know, a lot of people have seen the Passport video, so some of this is just going over it again, but we've got the fully enclosed heated underbelly.
Absolutely.
And that allows us for that extended season camping. I mean, you can't tell from the video in here, but we're in cold weather months right now.
Yeah, we sure are. And it also helps us on those hot days, too. The more insulation doesn't just always keep us warm, it helps keep the coolant, too, so we're not going to be running that air conditioner as much. If we're on a seasonal site, we're not going to have those high power bills, and that all goes to the quality and the way they put together the Passport.
That's a good point. The Passport here, we're running flat roofs on the inside, but on the exterior, we've got the big arched roof on the outside.
It is curved, so the water is going to not puddle up there. It is going to shed off. We see a flat roof on a lot of other things out there, especially in the lightweight market. Coming from my service end of the business, puddling on the roof is not always a good thing. It's going to deteriorate your seals quicker. It's going to go against that air conditioner. They also do this about 16 on center too, so the trusses are really close together, which also gives us a lot more durability, can handle those snow loads up here in the Northeast. We're not going to see air conditioners sag the middle of this roof. Again, back to that quality of the Passport and the Keystone stuff.
We've seen over the years, I mean, the Rockwoods, the Jaycos, the, you know,
Trail Light,
and you know, it works well for you for a couple of years, but you said that air conditioner starts to sag the roof a little bit.
And that goes back to what I mentioned earlier in the video. There's the wrong way to build a lightweight, and there's the right way to build a lightweight, and you don't want to go the wrong way because it's not going to hold up if you're going to hold on to that unit for more than a year or two.
It's not a lot more money to build it that way. It's just, you know, when we're talking these things, a couple $100 sometimes shifts people focus to another brand.
It sure does, and sometimes it's better to, especially at our prices, you're getting what you pay for. So if you see something out there at a less price, it's because it's not as good of a camper. They skimp somewhere on that build process, you know?
Yep. I agree 100% on that. So real quickly here, just to recap, the Passport's a very, very lightweight trailer. This even has an upgraded hot water system. We got the electric and the gas, so the rapid recovery on
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people don't know you can run both those elements at the same time at a campground if we need to take a couple showers in a short amount of time to go out to dinner. So turn both those on, and that's going to give us a lot quicker recovery time.
There's some cool features on the outside of this. We'll take
the
a
new Atwood refrigerator.
Oh, yeah,
that's going to give us another a foot inside of that refrigerator, just because they're using helium now instead of the other gases that they were using before. So we're able to get a little bit more room for the size of that guy.
Just a little more environmentally conscious.
It is as well, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. We've heard a lot of good things about the Atwood. Is
I'm
it
excited
is it a 7 cubic foot fridge?
It is going to be a 7 cubic foot fridge in this guy. You're absolutely right.
Instead
and again, that's
6.
due to the little bit different build qualities on that guy, and I'd like to see it on the Passport.
You know, besides even the chandeliers that hang down here over the top, I mean, just a lot of cool stuff. But we've got some good stuff we got to catch up on the outside. I want to show the people up front here, the front bedroom of this camper, and the bathroom even a little bit. It's got a great bathroom in it. Side aisle
bath. Doors, the side aisle bath, it's going to keep going. You're going to see that quality, and you're going to see those upgraded amenities.
All right, I'll catch up with you on the outside, and we'll show them some great things that the Passport Elite offers on the outside as well.
Sounds great.
All right, the front bedroom on this 31RE is very, very nice. As you can see, up here we got plenty of room. We've got a north-south bed, completely walk around. But look at the difference that we have between the wall and the foot of the bed. We get a lot of complaints a lot of times with people looking at ultralight trailers is that they put the bed right up against the wall and you can't get by. On this unit here, we've got 2 entrances to the bathroom. So if you want to slip in here during the night, you got to check out this door too. It's a real wood door. We've got panels on it. It's very, very sharp looking. That's going to be one of the differences between the Passport Elite and the Passport. Instead of a curtain style or a straight door, you actually get one here that has a nice 4-core door. Inside here, you can take a quick peek at the bathroom. I don't know if you can catch in there, but we've got a stand-up glass shower, foot flush toilet. A lot of features like that just upgrade the program even more. Cloth blinds in all the windows. Front to rear. They put cloth blinds in the front bedroom here for a little more privacy. Out there in the back room that we saw, we've got the wooden blinds. Up here, his and her are two cabinets on each side. It's got the fancier handles on it. Keystone did a lot of research on what's the #1 wood color selling right now. What is the #1 handle that's been selling at Home Depot, Lowe's, that sort of stuff. They've gone the extra mile. We've got the longer width, we got the longer length bed as well. As you can see here, the mattress is longer than most. And we even have the extra room on the end here. So we're looking for a ultralight that has a great rear lounge area with a wonderful front bedroom. This 31RE is a real nice unit. So let's go up and catch up to Randy here, and we'll see what this has to offer on the outside.